Welcome everybody to my college football 26 Dynasty team. If you're looking at it right in front of you, we are going to be doing the FIU Panthers, the Florida International Panthers here in Conference USA. Last year I did Akron, so I didn't want to do a MAC team. I had it down between either FIU or New Mexico, and I decided to do FIU. They're based in Florida, obviously. We're 69 overall across the board. We are 1 star. So this is going to be a tough rebuild, especially recruiting in the state of Florida with a bunch of Florida teams like obviously Florida, Miami, University of South Florida, Central Florida, Florida State. There's a ton of bigger program Florida teams, and we're going to try to take FIU, make them not only the best team in Florida, but the best team in the nation. Well, we are starting in the lowly conference of Conference USA with the likes of Delaware, Jackson State, Kennesaw State, Missouri State, Middle Tennessee, Louisiana Tech, Liberty, New Mexico, Sam Houston, UTEP, and Western Kentucky. So, I'm hoping I can do this for longer than I did last year. Last year, I only did, 3.5 seasons. This time, we're going to try to do as many seasons as we can till we feel like it's a good time to stop. Obviously, you guys know I'm not in school anymore, so I'm going to have a lot more time to edit videos, and I'll have a lot more time, and I'll probably feel like making more videos a lot more often than I did before school started. I don't know what we're going to do with the series. By that, I don't know if we're going to do what we did last year and do 4 games and then do 4 games every episode, or if you guys want me to do one game at a time, or should we do 2 games at a time for this first season, and then once we get later in the year, we'll do 1 game episode. So let me know how stylistically you guys want me to do this. Obviously, we're going to hopefully take FIU to the top. So let's go ahead here, start with FIU. All right, so here are my settings for this dynasty. We're going to start on Heisman. And then if it's too hard, which it probably will because I'm bad at this game, we can always move down to All-American. But we're going to start with Heisman for now. Just to, really feel this 69 overall team. Coach firing, we're going to have CPU only because I don't want to get fired. Coach XP settings is going to be normal. Player edit permission commissioner only. Injuries are going to be on, obviously. And manual, there's new settings. Manual progression XP penalties at 25%. When auto progression is turned off for user control, this penalty will be applied to all. So we can automatically progress our players. I think it's going to make it a lot more interesting instead of just having the CPU upgrade it. We're going to be doing quarter length 10 minutes, 15-minute minimum play clock time. This wear and tear stuff is going to stay at 50, unless somebody finds a perfect place for them. I don't know. Transfer report stuff. Max transfers per team is 20. 55 for this, 55 for this. While recruiting off, coach user auto questions off, auto progress players is going to be turned off. So we'll manually upgrade everybody, but there will be a slight penalty, 25%. We're going to keep all of this the same. All right, we're going to be creating the head coach of me, Lloyd Hedden. All right, we have 3 backstories to choose from. We have recruiter, Jimmys and Joes, not X's and O's. You scout faster and recruit better than any other type of coach. There's tactician, boost your players' ratings on game day, scheme up the big plays, and let the visor fly. And then we have motivator, get your players to play their best by boosting their ratings and composure, and nobody has it better than us. So I remember last year recruiter was the no-brainer, easy way to go. It was super OP, but now I think they've kind of made it harder to, at least made it less OP. And since we did recruiter last year, I don't really want to do recruiter again. Let's do motivator. Logan Hedden here is going to be a motivator. And here is your new head coach at Florida International University. In his past life, he was the head coach at Akron. And in Multiverse, he is the quarterback of Buffalo. But here in this universe, he's the head coach of Florida International. Some of my settings is I'm going to be using Florida's playbook. I played with it a little bit in practice, and I liked it, so we're going to stick with that. Defense, we're going to do a 4-2-5. It was either a 4-2-5 or a 3-3-5 defense, but we'll stick with 4-2-5. Alma Mater, Iowa. from Iowa. Iowa's my favorite team. Pipeline, South Florida, because FIU is located in South Florida. Demeanor's calm, stance play sheet. A depth of AI, I don't know what this does. Then offensive, and we'll just up that at 50. So that is us. That's me right there. It may not look like me, but that is me there. And if we look at FIU, they went 4-8 these past 3 years, went 1-11 in 2021, 6-7, 9 wins. I think is their most in team history. They have been terrible. They've won the Sun Belt Conference once. They won a bowl game. They won a bowl game in 2018, but they haven't been good. And I believe they have, I don't know how recent or updated this thing was I found that they have the worst winning percentage of any college or any FBS team. So that's not good. So we're taking over one of the worst team in college football history, or right now, in terms of all-time win percentage. And our goal is to only win 4 games. Congratulations, Coach Logan Hedden. We're excited to offer you the position of head coach at Florida International. And let's go ahead and sign that contract in black ink. Logan Hedden. All right, here we are into the menu at FIU. You can see me right there, Logan Hedden. So let's set some things straight. This episode, we're not gonna get into a game. This is just setting up the dynasty. Next video, trust me, we'll do recruiting. We'll do game 1 at least, but we're just gonna go over some of the stuff here. I'm not gonna change the schedule at all. This is what the schedule is in real life, and this is what we're gonna do in the game. So we do not play week 0. Week 1, we go against FCS Southeast. Week 2, we go against Penn State on the road. That's going to be a great game. And then we go against Florida Atlantic for some sort of bowl game. And then we got Delaware, and then we have a bye week. UConn, bye week. Western Kentucky, Kennesaw State, Missouri State, Middle Tennessee, Liberty, Jacksonville State, Sam Houston. That is our schedule. Our out-of-conference, outside of Penn State, it's not too bad. And if you guys, yes, you're reading that right, Pitbull Stadium. I believe it does have something to do with Pitbull, the music artist guy. Been there, done that. Mr. Worldwide, 305, that guy. I believe it's named after him. He did something with the thing. I don't know. It also, our stadium has some soccer team in it. I don't know. I barely even researched FIU, but we're starting as a 69 overall team across the board. Let's go ahead and view the roster. All right, starting with the most important position on any team, the quarterback. Our starting quarterback is Keon Jenkins. Keon? I don't know. Keon Jenkins. He's a left-handed. He is a junior, but he is wanting to transfer. His deal breaker is pro potential. We have a C-, we have a B. Or we have a C-. We need to get it to a B. Which, if you look at our top 2 guys, don't think we're going to have anybody drafted. Which sucks. But outside of him, we have Tyler Proctor, who is a redshirt freshman. 73 overall. Brian Moore. You got Chaden Perry, who's a senior. And you have Clayton Dees, was also a senior. Clayton Dees, though, does have 90 throw power, which is the highest on the team. Keelan Jenkins, he's got a little bit of a scrambling ability. He is pretty accurate on the run and under pressure. Tyler Proctor is not that bad, actually. He looks pretty solid. He's got good medium accuracy, good deep, good throw on the run, good play action. But Keon Jenkins is maybe more of a playmaker type, as you can see by his archetype. He's a backfield creator. He's going to be our starting quarterback for the season. Checking out running back, one of our highest rated players, Keyshawn Owens. Again, he's a senior. Like a lot of these players on these teams are going to be seniors, so that's what makes it even tougher. Being this team is that we're not good, and even our best players want to transfer anyway, so it's going to make us even worse. He's got a lot of physical abilities. He's got shifty, sidestep, 360. Outside of him, we have Anthony Carey, sophomore running back. We have Devontae Lyons, sophomore running back as well. He wants to transfer again for pro potential. TJ Stone, who's a senior. Shaborn Demps has recoup, shifty, 360, and armbar. He also wants to transfer because of conference prestige. We have freshman Sterling Joseph, who's 5'8". He's got 88 speed. Anybody with like any juke move catching? TJ Stoughton has good catching, I guess. Juke move. So Keyshawn Owens is our undeniable starter there. I'm gonna go with a more of try to use three running backs, and it's probably gonna be these three guys. Maybe Demps or Sterling Joseph get in there, but we have one fullback on the roster. His name is Cassius Davis. He has 60 overall. Wide receiver, we have Alex Perry. A lot of our receivers are seniors or juniors. Alex Perry, he is 6'5" speedster, 86 speed. He's got 84 catching, the best on the team. He has 88 spec catch. He's got actually pretty good route running, good release. He's by far our best receiver, I think. And then we have Tavarish Dawson with 91 speed. He's our fastest guy. He also wants to transfer because of conference prestige. A lot of guys are going to want to transfer. You have Juju Lewis, who's 6'1". He's got 85 speed. He also wants to transfer. Ross Fournette, who is a senior. He is shifty, though. Saquon, no Pierre. I don't fucking know, dude. We have Michael McNeil, 68 overall. He's got impact dev, but he also wants to transfer. JoJo Stone wants to transfer. Tyson Carter doesn't want to transfer. You got Kenny Williams, speedster. So yeah, you can see the theme. A lot of guys want to transfer, and a lot of our top guys are seniors. Dallas Payne's an 81 overall. He's our starting tight end. We have Sean Burke and Jackson Verdugo as well. Looking at the offensive line, we have 82 overall Julius Pierce. We actually have not too shabby backups. We have Jaleel Davis, who has gold workhorse and impact dev. Left guard is Jackson Schultze. Center is Najee Saffold, 57 overall. Yeah, we're probably going to start either Dell or Schultze there. Right guard is Zaire Flournoy. You got Antonio Tripp, who also wants to transfer. A lot of guys want to transfer. Jaheim Buchanan, who's one of our higher-rated underclassmen, but he wants to transfer. So it's like this team next year is most likely going to look super. Look, 4 of our right tackles want to transfer. The only guy that doesn't want to transfer is Mike Veldman. Looking at the defense, Keegan Davis, he's a senior. He's a 77 overall. Aaron Armitage is also a senior. We have some sophomores, but they all want to transfer. Guys, imagine if I did put a limit on how many guys could transfer. We would have 5 players on the team. Lamont Green, he looks pretty good. He wants to transfer as well. It's insane stuff how many people want to transfer because of brand exposure and conference prestige. We got linebacker. We have Todrick Bruton, middle linebacker Mike, Johnny Chaney, right outside linebacker Will, Percy Courtney Jr. Cornerback Brian Blades, our best player. We have Calistide, we have Victor Evans, Mr. Clark, Ty Derrick Brown, Preston Thompson, Bobby Darman. Free safety Wesley Etienne, Keyshawn Brewer, Dominic Mays, Bobby Solid Jr., strong safety Demetrius Hill, Antonia Patterson, Shamir Sterling, Ashton Levels, Sidoni Gray, kicker Robert. We're just going to leave it at Robert Trey Whitholt. So we don't have that many good players, and the players that are good are either seniors or want to transfer. So I don't know, man. This is going to be a really tough first few years with this team, 100%. We'll set up my recruiting board. All right, looking at some of our needs, we need pretty much anybody we can get, so I'm not really going to be targeting one specific group of players. We need a quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 tight ends, 2 guards, center, an edge, 2 D tackles, 6 outside linebackers, 2 Mike linebackers, 2 corners, safety, and a punter. But we'll probably need more because those guys, it's probably not countering guys that are thinking about transferring. So we're basically just going to go after anybody that has us in their top 10. So I'm going to fill up my board, scout some of these guys, and I'll see you guys after I do that. All right, before we do some scouting here, let's go ahead and upgrade some of our coach skills. So our offensive coordinator is Nick Coleman, and defensive coordinator is Jovan DeWitt. I don't know if these are their actual coordinators. I'm going to assume they are. DeWitt, or Nick Coleman, has Master Motivator. So he goes into quarterbacks. He has all 4 for this one. He has reach your potential, increase boost for QB recruits when a QB hits a skill cap, stay hot through timeouts, quarter change across games. QB's getting off-season training boost, and QB start the 4th quarter hot in close games. Offensive lineman boost interest when skill caps hit. Stay hot through timeouts, quarter change across games, put into work. QBs are less likely to transfer or increase all XP gains for QBs. So maybe Keanu Jenkins won't transfer because we got a lot of things in the quarterback here. And then Jovan DeWitt is a scheme guru. He has pass block and run block and trucking and break tackle for running backs. He has finesse moves, block shedding, pursuit player, man coverage and zone coverage boost. He's got boost kick accuracy and extra boost kick accuracy. Increased ability for passes 10 yards or less. Increased knockout chance of passes 10 yards or less. Increased knockout chance up to 20 yards downfield. And slightly increased effects from Cardinals and home. Okay, so we don't have amazing, but they're pretty solid to start off. We are obviously a motivator. So what could we use right here? How much is it to unlock this stuff? Architects, we need 10, but we need to win 4 other games, spend 50 in motivator, and spend 50 in tactician. For tactician, we need to be level 10 minimum, and for this, we need head coach level minimum to be 10 as well. DB, linebacker, D-line, running back. Let's do defensive line here, and that is all we can do right now. All right, so we've done some scouting, and I found about 7 guys that I thought looked good. Let's go over them a little bit. We have 3-star gem center Moses Barnes from Ocala, Florida. His deal breaker is proximity home, so that cannot change. So that bodes well for us. He has 79 run block finesse, 75 pass block finesse, 76 impact block. He looks not bad. We're going to need as much guys as we can, and gems I will 100% take. We also have George Rougier here. His pro potential is C-. I don't know how long we're going to keep that up for. He's a 3-star quarterback, but he has 92 throw power, 86 short, 84 medium, 81 throw on the run, 70 under pressure, 85 excel. Haven't scouted him fully, but that's making me feel like he has at least low 80 speed, and if we can get a guy with 92 throw power, low 80 speed, this will be perfect quarterback for us. He looks really good. I'm really excited to start recruiting some of these guys. We have Frederick Peace. We are number 1 on his board. He's from Fort Lauderdale. He's got 90 speed, 73 press. Just trying to look at guys' speed primarily because it's harder to find faster guys in this game than it was last year. So if I find a guy with 90 speed, high 80 speed, I'm going to take him. We have Darnell Coffey here. He is a speedster. He has 90 speed, 72 deep, 90 excel. He looks pretty good. His deal breaker is playing time. Jeff Cleveland, D tackle from Tyrone, Georgia. He has workhorse abilities. He's got 84 tackle, 83 power, 63 power, 63 finesse. He is more of a run-stopping specialist, a gap specialist. We have Nick Avant. We are first for in his top schools. He's from Miami, Florida. He's got 88 speed, 87 excel, 76 catching traffic, 68 catching. Yeah, he's not the greatest, but he's got 88 speed. He's really small at 164, but 88 speed 2-star is pretty rare. And then we're looking at Emeka Chekwa who is a athlete power rush. He's got 78 finesse moves, 86 excel, 84 pursuit. He looks pretty good as well. We're also top of his board. So we're going to have to recruit guys that want proximity to home because there's no way we're going to have a C- pro potential, or there's no way we're guaranteed to keep our playing style. But we are guaranteed we cannot get farther away from these guys. These guys are Fort Lauderdale, and Fort Lauderdale seems to be our specialty apparently. But I'll update you guys on like anybody else we find that's interesting. Once we can add minutes, I'll give you guys an update on those. But for right now, we're just gonna put them towards the top of our board, and that looks like that's gonna be it for scouting this week. We're first for Frederick Peace. Nick Avant were third. Okay, yeah, look at this. D- championship contender. Look how many guys want to transfer. Pro potential. Look how many guys want to transfer. Brand exposure. Count prestige. I think like almost half of our roster, I think more than half our roster wants to transfer, but I have the max at 20. So we can only lose 20 guys. But yeah, we're here at week 0. We'll do week 0, and then we'll do red shirting and auto sub stuff and all that stuff in the next episode. Just want to get this thing going, get this video out, and hope that you guys are excited for this. I know I am. I'm excited to do FIU. Their jerseys are nice too, which is one thing that really sold to me. Also, that they are one of the worst teams in college football ever right now, currently. So that was also a plus. 1 star. Florida's a big state, a lot of top tier schools in Florida. So it's going to be about to even be a solid team, let alone a solid team in the state of Florida. We're probably the worst team in Florida. I mean, FIU's close, but we are definitely the worst. But I hope you guys are excited for this series. I am. And yeah, I'll see you guys next episode where we'll play week 1 against FCS Northwest. Also, let me guys know in the comment section below what type you guys want me to do. 1 game per episode, or do you want me to do 2 for this first few years or whatever until we get really good? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of the FIU Dynasty. Goodbye.